pretty sure I didn't look like this. The legendary renegade. Alright, hello everybody. Legendary Renegade here for another Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country live stream. So last stream I definitely went a bit over the standard amount of time I usually like to go, only just because Malos was giving me a lot of crap in that fight. Despite being outnumbered by so many, he's still kicking my ass.
You're mine now. Something's buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Anyway, I wanted to try to wrap up some more side quests before I continue on with the story here.
You're mine now.
Let's see, what we got? A rhombus chip and a few glass chips. Now I just gotta find Joey wherever he is. Actually fast forwarding the time of day. Or do I have to let a certain cutscene play out because the kingdom is still damaged? To let this cutscene play out before I can do anything else. Kinda don't like it when they sort of just force you to progress with the story without being able to do anything else. Lord Adam, to think the Torn seal would fall into the Aegis' hands, he was even scarier than I thought. I was no match for someone that evil. There was no way I could have stopped him attacking the city, but I'll still regret it to my dying day. Oh, I'm sorry, you must have come to report to the king, and now I've held you up with my chatter. I won't hold you up any longer.
What good was your militia?
Oh, screw off, like you could do anything else.
Nor even safeguard the seal from his clutches.
I have no excuses.
Adam.
Where were you during all this, Zetter?
Majesty, this is a deep dishonor. I beseech you to lay them low, that the people may have faith in government. Majesty!
Brother, your advice is wise.
Your Majesty.
Please, wait a moment. Adam only sought to protect your realm.
Silence! Is your voice more important than the king's?
But what of you, Zeta?
What of me?
Look first to yourself, I bid you.
What do you mean?
Surely Adam sailed the ship into a rocky reef. But if he were the bow, you were the stern.
Your Majesty, those are bitter words. It was Adam's vanguard that let slip Malos.
Would our army have succeeded with certainty, brother? In the hour of need, where were they?
We set the defense of the people as our highest goal, Your Majesty. Our soldiers guided the townsfolk to safety.
While Adam's militia flew, though rashly, into the breach, and the brave dragoons of noble Hugo wagered their lives as mere trifles for our nation's sake.
But
Yeah, shut up.
It unfolded thus. If honor took its natural course, the sons of Torna should have stood their ground. Mark their honor above their frailty. You saw the battle with your own eyes, did you not, my brother?
I did.
And how did you think it?
Words can scarcely describe it. It was unlike any mere human struggle. I fear I couldn't report it justly.
Indeed, brother. It was a fight beyond our ken. I, too, saw it with my own eyes. Our Tornan crafts of war would have been doubly doomed against Malos.
That's...
Is it not folly to assume that our army could do what Adam's could not?
Your Majesty.
Noble Hugo, my brother forgets grace and gratitude. Our nation hangs over doom like a ripened fruit. You and yours are our final ray of hope. Will you offer us aid again, to avenge ourselves on the Aegis?
We came with that very intention, Your Majesty. Didn't we, Prince Adam?
Yes. Majesty, if it must be so, I will expend my life for the future of the land of my forefathers.
While we're here, your name is Lora, is it not?
Me? Yes.
Your work impressed me deeply.
No,
Yet you are no knight, bear no peerage.
Yes. I'm from a settlement in the distant borderlands. I serve with a mercenary band.
I knew you for a warrior. Good Lora, I would like to recognize your valiant labors. The title of Knight of the Realm, it is yours, if you would accept it.
Me? A knight?
Lora, my congratulations.
I can hardly believe it. Me?
Come now. A title is a mere decoration. Surely you learned that from me.
I hope it will raise your spirits a little, Lora.
Humble Lora, I have a request I must make of you. This day, the people of our nation shiver in the darkest of shadows cast by mighty Malos. But I bid that you seed a flower of hope in this shadow-mired land.
I hope that I can. Your Majesty, I'll do my best.
Well spoken, brave Lora. We shall anoint thee as Lady Lora tomorrow in the plaza before the palace.
Come on, we shouldn't keep our old friend waiting any longer. Time for us to make a move. The Tornan womb, he said. So is that going to be inside the Titan's belly? You'll know soon enough. This isn't the time for games, you know. It would have to be a cavity of considerable size for a Zerda to fit inside. It would. We should head for the front entrance, then turn left. That way we'll come to a back gate. If we head down past there, it should take us to the womb's entrance. Okay, we better catch up to a Zerda then. We could catch up to a Zerda. You can gain community from people with yellow icons above their head just by talking to them. You don't have to complete a quest. If you see the same icon next to someone's face on the community menu, you can select them and press Y to add their location to the compass. Okay, good. We can finally track community members. Oh man, I'm actually tearing up just seeing you guys send up to that Aegis' dude's cronies when they were wrecking up the town. You're at least as rad as the Tornan army. Nah, you're even better, man. I'm just a civilian, you dig? But one of these days I'm defo gonna join up so I can help people like you guys do. A lot of people to talk to. I spend a lot of time watching people from here. It's helped me learn firsthand how much stronger the bonds between all of us grow after a disaster. A disaster may be just that, or it may be something much more, a catalyst for change. It all depends on us. The event in and of itself is not good or evil. Only our actions and reactions can be judged in that way. Wise words. Alright, finally finish up some of these quests here. A couple of people I can talk to. Right now at this point, I'm just probably trying to just build up my community. Hey, it's you guys. Thank you so much, The Armus are back safely, and it's all thanks to you. Oh, come on, stop crying. I'm not crying, you're crying. You dolt. You're so nosy, you know that. Stop sticking your nose in my business. What? I was just worried about you. I can't even worry about you? No, you can do whatever you want. I don't even know what to say. Whatever, we're not talking about it. Jeez, just open up a little, kid. What's important is that our Armus came back home, so thanks. We can celebrate with a fish feast, right? Yeah, but who said there's gonna be enough for you? Oh, you? Who'd even want to come to your stupid party? You're dumb and I don't even like you, so there. What did I say? You said everything possibly wrong. It seems our work here isn't quite over yet. What do you think, Hugo? Right, frankly, I don't think it's our business. So as long as they keep living their simple lives, laughing and fighting as their occasion merits. Oh well, I suppose that does come down to us after all, doesn't it? Perhaps so, Majesty, but still. We understand how you feel. However, it may be best to not dwell on that. It can only burden you. He's right, you know. You might want to try living without thinking, like our pal Adam here. Ah, Minoth, you wound me. But Hugo, we're all on the same side. We've got to each other's back now, so no harm in relaxing a bit, is there? You never change, do you, Adam? Neither do you, old friend. Well, at least you got out of your head. Nobody can keep the weight of all rest on their shoulders. Do us a favor and remember that, at least.
You have our gratitude.
I do only
Nice
what
one
His
getting those
Majesty
armors
asks
home
of me.
safely. I promise not to try any more strange experiments. Required for the next level. Wait, that's another quest completed.
How about next time you help yourselves?
Key affinity ward Haze, level 5 now with her.
Our efforts are paying off. Controlling the ether is something I'm good at.
Defeat a Grey Bullfu and Hoary Wield in Gormont. Use Haze's favorite pouch item, Wildflower Salad. Still got a bit to go. With Minoth and Aegean. Gotta feed this guy some food to help them out here. Number 1 gourmet. Om nom. Om nom 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 nom. That got a lot. Wow. Oh, no. Oh, I see. So Jin's food gives him a lot of points and Mythra's doesn't give him many points. Hopefully that's enough. Okay. Full up now. Great thinkings. Not feel like just eat more than stomach size suggests possible, but that's surely just imagination. Now for dessert. Even feminine Nopon like Om-Nom have room for dessert. Looking forward to bringing of dessert will be very tasty. Oh great, she wants more? Oh. Inconceivable pudding. Obibi. Most products in front of Obibi's shop burned to crisp. Any products from inside not popular with Nopon but on other wing, like by Chamber of Commerce workers, feel truly thankful when Obibi think about these people. But Obibi not happy about having to start from scratch like that. Meh, oh no, Obibi not scratch because of fleas. Be serious, by way, that product in warehouse should still be fine. Obibi will keep trying best to grow business. Oh, actually, I do need to complete that quest to get the exquisite perfume. I'll have to go by a camp and get to craft some more stuff. Some more desserts. That incredible now Morumo have to upgrade hero friend status to hero friends. But this time, no time to be celebrating. Polo, you hear news. Indeed, Popolo set out on double intel every palm met. Hold thought of Popolo. Meh, boss sharing news himself. So you see, thanks to Hero Friends, it's completely safe to use Oasis again. All can rest safe and easy again. Thank you so much, it's been such an inconvenience not being able to peddle our wares. This enormous weight off of our feathers. We'll never forget kindness of Hero Friends. Aw, it was nothing really. That's our boss, always finds the best people for the job. Never a truer word was spoken. Business is always thriving with the chairman in charge. You must really drop by the store sometime. We've saved some of the sweetest, fluffiest potatoes just for you. Oh, please do. We've been dying to show you some of our latest products. Man, not fair, not leaving me out. Me want to see as well. Oh, screw it. Count me in too. Meh, please form orderly line. Wow, this place is full to bursting. So it's not just business that's his strong suit. He's something of a local celebrity as well. It warms my heart to see such delight on everyone's faces. Cute. You must feel a real kinship with the people, Hugo. It shows. It does. What's on your mind, Minoff? Oh well, let's just say I don't trust posers. Harsh words coming from the Quester's blade. You can say what you like, but nobody's a perfect picture of virtue. That goes for people and blades. It's a bit kind of cynical outlook. Life's never that straightforward. Oh, if it was that straightforward, things would be a lot much easier for everybody.
Well done, us.
So many more quests to do.
I'm glad to have been of service.
Exquisite perfume Bridget just acquired. Letta Harbor. well head there to do some quests. Try to build up our community here.
Pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Yerith. Yerith? Say, have you met a soldier called McNeth by any chance? He's my subordinate, but he's gone AWOL. I swear he never struck me as the type to just leave. I thought he had more integrity than that. If you hear any news, no matter how trivial, could you let me know? No ships have left the harbor lately, so I imagine he'd still be in Torna. Maybe he's left for the capital. Maybe he's just lost his way. At least I hope so. Duplicity.
We can take care of it if you want.
Search for the Torna for the missing soldier, McNeth. Crackerjack Blade Crogain. Aha, we meet again. These are the ones who were skilled enough to pass my test, Rolly. Meh, this not good at all. So are you signing up for this dangerous mission of yours? Yes, about that. Must think of excuse quick fast. You've seen what we can do. What else do you need? One time more. Need one last test to make extra doubly, triply sure friends have what it takes. Well, you heard the pawn. Sorry, he's the boss. This is getting somewhat irritating. This will be absolute final test. Swear on life of roly-poly is evaluation of all skills up to now. Come on, Crogain, throw roly-poly bone here. Wait, roly-poly, have it. 10 fusion combos. Need to pull off at least that many, or is no-go for employment. Yes, that was stroke of genius. Now to give up, please. Walk away. You know what? That actually sounds like it might be fun. I hardly need to explain this to you, but a fusion combo is essentially a combined blade and driver combo. You can add in a blade combo during an active driver combo, or vice versa, whichever works. Like before, you can pick the place on the targets, find somewhere you can make the most of your abilities. So this final test in effect comprises everything we've examined on to date. Alright, we'll do our best to prove our skills to you. Meh, they actually take bait. Inconceivable. Meh is glad to hear. Once team finished 10 fusion combos, report back to roly-poly on quick double. This will be final test of your abilities. Don't disappoint us now.
Don't you worry.
Alright, got another quest. Chief Gormati Overseer, Headwind. Oh, what could be happening over there? But I can't just go off, can I? What's wrong, Headwind? You look troubled. Lord Adam. No, it's just that... no, sorry, nothing's wrong. You definitely sounded like something was wrong when you were mumbling to yourself a minute ago. Just spill it, man. Nothing gets past you, Lord. I'm just worried about causing you extra hassle, Lord. Don't want to burden you unnecessarily, I mean. This isn't for you to worry about. Go on now, let's hear it all. If you say so. Well, what it is that my wife and kids are still back in Gormont, you see. But you hear all kinds of troubling news on the motherland lately. So you can probably understand why I'm worried. At the same time, I'm the Chief Gormati Overseer here. So it's not like I can go check on them myself. But you've been there, haven't you, Lord? How is the situation? You've asked a hard question, friend. Sea and remnant troops have looted a number of villages there. It's true, some were hit quite hard. I understand how you feel. If it was me and Aletta was in that kind of piteous circumstance, I too couldn't rest easy. Thank you for saying so, Lord. Well, so long as my village of Torrigoth is well, I give the architect my thanks. No. Torrigoth? Adam, we have to tell him the truth. Torrigoth was burned to cinders. That's impossible. Callie, Kelly, and Nellie, I can't believe it. Callie and Kelly, you said. Are those your children names? Yes, Lord, but how did you... We've met a Callie and Kelly during our travels. They were unharmed and awaiting their father to come and get them. Oh, thank goodness. Lord Adam, would you... Of course, Edwin. We'll bring your little ones back to you. Oh, Lord Adam, thank you. Thank you so much. So Hedwin was the father of that Callie and Kelly we're talking about. They were in the Seagull Fell encampment, weren't they? Well remembered. Let us hurry then.
You scratch our backs, and we'll scratch yours.
Thicker than water. website.
Skip and a jump later.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Which way are they again? Oh, they're over by Lasham Cove.
It's a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me
This
why
is
we're here
becoming
again?
addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Oh wait, no, that's just the marking of another quest. No, they said Seagull Fell. Why did I think they were somewhere else? I'm at a high enough level now, so I can definitely take on some of the other stuff that's
This
hidden
is
in this
becoming
area.
nature makes a fine ally.
Aren't we intrepid?
Glass chip. The tri-chip. Would weaken their stats, actually, except Mythra's, which too much of an issue. Trying to just multitask a bunch of things at once here. But since I'm in Gormont now, there are a couple things I can do to fill out some of the party's affinity charts. The hidden hunting camp. I thought Callie and Kelly would be here, but they're not anymore at least. There are signs that indicate someone left here in a hurry. Could it have been those two? Let's try and find out.
Slow and steady.
Laser focus.
Could these be Callie and Kelly's footprints? Of course, it's never that simple. There's always got to be something going on. Huh?
Aren't we intrepid?
Jeez, they're going all over the place here.
Aren't we intrepid? Aren't we intrepid?
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Where did those tracks? Oh, they went this way.
This is becoming
I know
addictive.
the drill.
Might as well collect whatever I can, especially if I'm going to be cooking a lot of stuff. Got Turkins here. I doubt they're just going to let us
These
go
guys
by.
should be no problem.
This is just the way I did things.
I feel
Trouble?
Round cutter. My friends, put your minds at ease.
Pentagon chip. Rainbow gloves. So they went down here. they couldn't have gone far with the Cloud Sea here. Unless... a secret area, or a secret entrance to this area. How did they end up all the way over here? Grandarber's entrance.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
How did they end up all the way over here? They must have been in a hurry to get out of
You're
there.
coming with me, treasure.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're the guys from before. We got chased by some Turkins and we ended up here. I'm glad we found you. Thought it'd take us a while. Kelly and I have been talking. Since our dad didn't seem to be coming and living the camp life with just the two of us was getting hard, we thought next time we run into you, we'd ask you to take us with you to more Ardain. I guess we could have left some notes in the camp or in Toragov for Dad to find, but for all I know, he might be dead, and dead folks aren't great at reading. Oh, come on, I'm pouring my out here to you. What are you smirking for? What? Follow you, and I'll see. Sure, okay, lead the way then.
This is becoming addictive.
I know the drill.
Let me see. Palo Turkin. Defeat a Grad's Turkin at the Saints' practice grounds in Gorma. Grol Plambis at Cooley Lake. Defeat a Zane Pepito and Seagull Fell at Gormott, which is where I just was. Hoary Wield in Gormott. Oh wait, no, Foray Bunnet and Hoary Wield. Can't really do anything with Minoth at the moment. Bridget, let me see what her... Cooley Lake, a Marimal Piranix. Help an incapacitated ally. Defeat Astor Flyer at the Hoary Wield in Gormott. To Cooley Lake, I guess. Is that where I need to...
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Actually, while I'm here...
A scent that comes from the heart.
An exquisite perfume.
There. A cologne to covet.
The Capital Under Fire. Memento Bark and Sticky Sticked Insect. Are these plays that he's writing? Because they all use the same ingredients.
Now, who'd make a good lead?
I need to make another wildflower salad, but I need more moonbeam bananas. Minoth was the one who wanted the exquisite perfume, actually. I think, at least. Yep, exquisite perfume. Which means... Oh, should probably let them finish that first before I give them that pouch item.
Sorry, I'm afraid we can't go easy on you.
My
We
senses
meant
are
them no
heightened.
harm. Until now.
Say the word. You're wide open. It's my Leave it. Lord! Exemplary blow. Smash heat. I must stop. Got it.
That's the way to do it.
All right, follow my lead.
I feel it. I trust I will not disappoint. Poise and resistance are heightened.
Ready for elemental attack.
Let's switch. We'll leave the enemy in our dust.
Where's that Lambus?
These guys should be no problem. I know you'll
My
impress
senses
Lora.
are heightened.
You read my mind.
Round cutter.
I like the way this is going.
Not rush. Ready for Mythra full salad feed.
Great work. Poise and ready top. Do take your health into consideration. Open wide.
Steam explosion.
Blade Popper, third stage.
Hugo, do you consider the Aegis's, I mean, my power a danger?
As long as you are with Adam, there is nothing to fear.
Phew. You sure put a lot of trust in that guy.
I think you understand why I do.
I shouldn't need more than this.
Saints practice grounds. Hoary Wield. Gotta find those Piranhaxes.
Sorry, I'm afraid we can't go easy on you.
There's no possible future in which I lose.
All right, follow my lead.
Let that
I
thing
trust I will
get
not
close.
disappoint.
You gotta stay here.
My friends, put your minds at ease.
Look out!
You saved me.
Seriously? Can't fight that thing because it's... Okay, now you got it close enough.
I feel you. My friends, put your minds at ease.
It's like it wasn't getting close enough for me to attack it.
Think again.
You saved me. Our bond will make one
Take this.
We'll get alone to run.
Get back.
Can you No, you cannot.
Around here.
Stay alert, everyone.
There's no possible future in which I lose.
Round cutter. My senses are heightened. Wide open. Let's switch. Ready. Follow-up shot. Dive across. Complete.
Just leave it there.
Beltane Blade.
Onward to victory.
Blade combo. Aster Flyer and the Hoary Wield. Oh, that's where I was before. I knew there was something I had to defeat over in that area.
no problem.
I feel
We've got this!
this is less than tenable.
Keep going. Don't lose the flow.
Round cutter.
Hold the thorns! Palm blade! Unleash an elemental attack.
Can't just leave it there.
Chain attack ready.
Okay, one more of those. Should be the geons. Part of the affinity chart there. A tree log that I can climb up. I just thought surely there'd be something up here. Let's see. Another. If I can.
These guys should be no problem.
My senses are heightened.
Remain vigilant of your
You read my
surroundings.
mind.
Look out! Get back!
Chain attack ready.
Fortitude for Jin, and Rolling Tide for Aegean.
Half the battle is living to fight another day. My sword is sharper with each day.
Help an incapacitated ally. Probably should put Hugo in the... I need to help an incapacitated ally. Trying to think what else that I need to fight. Zane Pepito at Seagull Fell. Hoary Weald of Foray Bunnet in the Hoary Weald in Gormott.
It was a nice change of pace.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Well, there's not very lot to explore here.
I've always wanted to do this.
I'm noticing, and again, it is, obviously not as much here as in the main game.
My hopes are high for this one.
I think I just found what I was looking for.
The difference in power is clear. In any case, I can feel our bonds growing.
Puke you
It's
attack.
all thanks to you.
Ready to go.
Definitely.
Healing regular is the key to its Don't let someone else guard the Emperor for now.
Cloudburst.
I'll make the most of this skill.
Defeat a Grey Bulafu in the Hoary Weald at Gormont. I was running into a rock there. gotta check these little areas over here in case there's something. You never know what you might run into. There's a unique monster there.
They've spotted us. You're breathing.
Oh, there we go.
That's the spirit. Now isn't this?
I think this is still the news.
You should see commentary on your
See if we get them to launch. Oh god, it's helpful.
You answer to me. Make the most. Look upon Ichion and despair. See gods. I have nothing left.
You'll watch my back. Healing regularly
Certainly.
is the key
Fusion
to
token.
assuring victory.
Did we already complete the prerequisites for that? Oh, I guess we did. Did it without even realizing it. Serene Springside.
I've always wanted to
I
do
know the
this.
drill.
So it's over here, this general area.
This is handy.
We're out of supplies.
Okay, now that that's run out for Adam.
Ooh, someone's got good taste. This smell has got my creative juices flowing.
Entomology.
Ah, the wisdom of age.
Collect stuff.
I've always wanted to do this. To the sound of my voice.
Ah,
Isn't
nice
this fun?
I do love a bit of peace and quiet.
I want to rest now.
dead end over here. Oh. It's like
My hopes are high for this one.
Actually. Affinity max barrier. Go give affinity max barrier to Haze.
I've always wanted to do
Nature
this.
makes a fine ally.
Keep a calm head, everybody. It's too soon to give up.
Ready to go.
Certainly. We must prepare for death.
How about
We should
this?
stay conscious. Lora, let's attack on your mark.
Take this!
I'm really glad it was me who got to awaken you, Mythra.
Huh? What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
No reason. Just thought I should mention it.
Trying to figure out where this area is.
I've always wanted
I'm
to do
something
this.
of an expert.
I've always wanted to do
Nature
this.
makes a fine ally.
I guess we can't really explore the upper areas of Gormott this time around. So I'm just missing something very obvious. Nope, too steep. Oh,
Ow, my legs.
Goggles. And meadow.
I've always wanted
I'm
to do
something
this.
of an expert.
How did I forget this treasure? There's just a whole bunch of stuff I'm discovering over here.
My hopes are high for this one.
Affinity max attack.
I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do this.
I got that chest there.
I think it broke.
Oh.
I've always wanted to do
Nature
this.
makes a fine ally.
I think it's probably underneath the big tree area now that I think about it.
My
Treasure
hopes are
trove.
high for this one.
A bronze chip.
Isn't this fun?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Check underneath this area.
I've always wanted to do
Listen
this.
to the sound of my voice.
And even at night, this music still sounds super jazzy as
It's
heck.
fun.
I know
Hell.
the drill.
this.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Nebbly Wind Cave. Ether miasma.
The ether bends as I will it.
Light
Ah,
has
damn it,
some
Mythra.
Don't worry. Failure paves the way to success.
Isn't this fun?
I know the drill.
What do I need to do to increase Mythra's power of light? Jump. That's it? Well, that should be easy enough to do.
I tremble with excitement.
This is becoming addictive.
You're gonna be hearing a lot of these noises.
You're coming with me, treasure. The suspense is killing me.
I mean, you've opened up so many of these before. What makes this different? Wait, am I back in the area I was before? Get to the Cooley Lake camp quickly.
It's a nice change of pace.
Oh, there's an ether
All right,
miasma
remind me why we're
around
here again?
here.
The ether bends as I will it.
Light has some unexpected uses too.
Aren't we intrepid?
Is there any point in just reducing them?
Aren't we
I
intrepid?
think they're
something of an
barring the way
expert.
in this game mode. The main game, I know they can block some areas.
This is becoming addictive. Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
I, for the life of me, cannot find. Find where this place is. Hoary Wield. Why did I think Hardy? I'm playing so much Breath of the Wild. Northeastern area above Nebbly Wind Cave and south of the Hoary Wield camp. Northern section of Gormat. How do I get there is the question. Climb up that because it's too steep. Or is it? Yeah, it is. That didn't work. I don't have an ascend ability like I do in Tears of the Kingdom. The northern section of Gormat. the northeastern area.
Pleasant stroll. You remember our destination, don't you?
This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
Oh, here it is. I guess I never came to this area before. Should be a camp nearby, too.
I think we've been spotted. It bounced!
My friends, put your minds at ease. You saved
Jeez,
me.
these things are doing some damage.
Like that, I feel
How about this?
they will need more than this. Let's switch.
I'll get us back on it.
I'm feeling confident in our
Great.
I can do it if I try. Ray of punishment. The winds around. Come on, man. Pay attention. Best of luck. With scale.
Jeez, these things are really fun here.
My preparation. You're quite
We're gaining momentum.
I think we can still top this. I'll get us back on even footing.
What? Fire lightning.
my preparation.
Okie dokie.
You're wide open. We'll do what
Come on,
must be
Mythra.
done.
Up we go.
Good thing you're here, Lora. Lady Lora, watch this. Best of luck.
I feel like a party here.
Mighty gush. Photon edge. Good work. Right, the wind around. Maybe to your liking?
Light speed flourish.
It's quite refreshing.
Oh, really? Then why don't we do something to celebrate?
That means it's time to party. Gather round, everyone.
What? Oh, that wasn't what I... No, hold on.
Do not deny that you wish to have a party.
Make sure you use it for all it's worth.
Defeat a foray bunnet. Those were evoke bunnets. Those things really... Wait.
All right, follow my lead.
I feel
We've got this.
my friends. Put your minds at ease. Oh God! My senses are heightened. I'm all someone else. You're quite Are you ready? I'm there for the
This is really my only reliable source of fuel.
Hold on, break.
ready. Deep
This way.
You are breaking the pace. Whatever you want. How about things around? I'll give you a hint. I'll show you something good. Take this. Try this. That's the one. Come, wind of healing. Adam, get back. Take this. Stop. Me first, then. My legs go ahead.
Super.
We're not done yet. Your turn, Adam.
Super.
May I follow?
Elemental burst.
Plenty more where that came from.
Astounding.
Jin, I need you up front.
Zero blade. Elemental burst. Let's get another one. Minute. Signal. Astounding.
May I follow?
Majesty. Imperial sword. Astounding.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Magnificent.
Haze, deal with them.
Celadon whirlwind.
Begin.
It's the Mythra. Take
Torna
over.
flash.
Magnificent.
Keep it. Leave the rear guard to me, Bridget.
Beltane blade.
Magnificent. Enemy down.
Rise in azure flame.
Very
Pebble
impressive.
Storm and Eternal
Twas a
Flash.
sight to behold.
I'll be of even more use now.
I need to learn more.
There's something else I needed to fight here, actually. The Saints Practice Grounds, Grad's Turkin. Oh, I already fought one of those. Guess that's it, really.
All right, follow my lead.
We've got this.
My senses are heightened.
You read my mind.
Round
Fast.
How about this?
Whatever you want.
Spinning wheel.
I've been waiting for this.
How about this?
Our bond makes my
Get back.
power fly. My turn. Your slash.
Your love. Blade combo.
Third stage.
Great. Awesome.
How about this? Mythra, I need your help here, Jin.
I'm with you.
Excellent.
Midnight Sun.
Midnight Sun.
Ready as punishment.
Haze.
I'm ready. Decree. Bring it in. Yes. Exactly as I give you a hand. Mighty
burst.
Plenty more where that came from.
Astounding.
Jin, I need you up front.
Zero blade. Astounding. It's not over. Now, take it away, Prince. Ray. Elemental burst. I am as relentless as the tides. Majesty, imperial glory of elemental burst.
Full burst.
Full burst. Snow blast. Ice revolution. Make the most of the time. Superb. Look upon Ichion and despair. Magnificent. Tidal wave.
Nice, we got a level up there.
We did it.
Surprisingly effortless. I would love a long, hot shower right now.
This is becoming a
Nature makes a fine ally.
This is becoming addictive. Aren't we
I'm
interested?
something of an
Quad
expert.
blade. What are this clarity loss? Oh wait, this is in the main game where that lumber company is.
The suspense is
There's a
killing me.
clear structure to this lock.
Oh, hard luck.
Still no lock picking. It's always lock picking and keen eye.
Well, here we are.
Ari wield.
I say we rest a bit.
Hey, so the Tornan capital was attacked. I hope the people there are safe. You thought it'd be more gung-ho about it, did you? Thought I'd want a piece of the action. No, when I heard about that Aegis person, it chilled me to the bone. Me of all people. I hear he's burned cities to the ground without a trace. But you're going to protect the city and the people, aren't you? I have to say, I'm pretty jealous of your strength and bravery. Well, I won't be beaten. I'll just have to train even harder.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
I know the drill.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
An area like this makes me think there's going to be a unique monster around here. Big open area? Or a treasure chest, it looks like. Looks like it's another
You're
one of those.
coming with me.
There's a
Oh, I
clear
can open this
structure
one.
to this lock. Slow and steady.
This is becoming addictive. Aren't we intrepid? The suspense is
Of
killing
course, this
me.
one requires
Structure to this lock. Slow and steady.
And at least I have them marked on the map, so I can always come back for them.
This is how I'll protect you all.
Jeez, Adam and Hugo don't have much in terms of his points.
hard enough, and
Oh, I'm sure I should have let him finish that. Hugo, I could buy it now, but I'd be under 1,000 in terms of... A lot of these, for these flyers, I don't want to engage with them right now. Too many of them could overwhelm me. I figured there had to have been a way to get up here. Just wasn't thinking properly. Do I spy an old machine out in the distance? And we got the falls here. Oh, it's a large old machine, which I can't get to yet because I don't have to get Hugo to upgrade. Gotta get one of the upgrades Hugo has.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
It's so beautiful.
Titan's Roar.
The
Indeed.
suspense is
There's
killing
a
me.
weird structure to this lock.
Slow and steady.
Damn. I found a secret area at least. So getting back here shouldn't be too much of an issue.
This is becoming addictive.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Oh, this one.
You're coming with me,
There's a
treasure.
That's gonna obviously
structure to this lock.
Slow and steady.
require a bit more to unlock that.
This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
There's a lot of stuff I can't really explore yet. Okay, I've been holding off on long enough. I probably should head back to Aletta to let the father know his kids are alright. You know what? I probably should also save, too, in case.
That was quite the voyage. You remember our destination, don't you?
Let me actually put a save down. Oh yeah, I was over an hour's worth of content. I gotta keep reminding myself to save.
Don't have to tell me twice. Witness my irresistible force.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Pouch expansion kit.
This is becoming addictive.
Can complete 2 quests here. Oh, there he is. Is this more Ardain? Looks different than I imagined. No, this is Aletta, province in Torna. Why'd you bring us here? Well, that's why. Da, Kelly, I'm so glad you're all right. We missed you, Da. All's well that ends well. I'm so glad we got to help. Are you crying again? Lord Adam, thank you for the kindness you have shown me and my family. Nonsense, I'm terribly sorry about your wife. Thank you. At least I still have my children. They're more than I would have had without your help. Together we'll take care of each other and honor Nellie's memory. Excellent. Just take it easy. You need to give yourself time to grieve, too. You too, Lord Adam. I know you're the type to put your life on the line for others, but do take care of yourself. He'll be fine. He's got all of us here doing his work for him. I'd say he'll be taking it plenty easy. Nice job. Thanks, mister. Thanks, miss, and everyone. We'll be living here from now, so come play and eat sometime. Sure thing, Kelly. See you, Kelly. Stay out of trouble now.
You have our gratitude.
Well, this is awkward.
Thank you.
Always happy to put a smile on people's faces.
Gian got his key affinity ward level 5.
It would seem I have much left to learn.
Defeat a Zephyria Creastep at Lake Wynn, Torna. Fall from a high place. Units in PEDs. How this possible? Friends are unreal. Meh, you want to hear about what ultra tough mission entail? Meh, well, thing is, Roly-Poly and Krogan take so much time with testing of candidates actually got kicked off mission. Haha, Roly-Poly is such silly Billy Pon. Should have been more attention paying. Yeah. Hey, these things happen in field and work of mercenaries cannot help pleased not to look at with death stares. But it's not all for nothing we realize that now. Had opportunity to meet incredible driver and blade friends. Yes, it is all worth coming to far-flung land of Torna to meet new friends. Also on subject, and if friends forgive Roly-Poly little digression, lack of mission mean a lot more time for sightseeing of sights of Torna, plenty of walkie walks. Hope to see friends again on travels, so please not to forget names and faces of Roly-Poly and Krogan.
I won't lie. It feels good.
You really shouldn't have.
A happy conclusion.
Fusion coaching. Infinity max evade. Actually, let me upgrade some of their arts.
Watch for this one later. It takes time and effort to get this good.
Fury wave.
This one's second nature to me now.
With this power, the way is clear.
Adamant arm.
It's what I get for keeping up my training.
Tempered by discipline.
It would appear I'm stronger. No one is hurting my friends.
This'll work better now.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
Just stop at this camp quickly. Oh, no, nothing to craft but to chat. Hey, Master Adam, where's this Torna's womb place? If you pass through the main gate of Oresco and head right, there's a back gate. Do you know it? Beyond there lies the womb. Azurda is waiting for us there. Yes. Nuncle is far too big to be in the city without causing a disturbance. Yeah, everyone run a mile with that monster hanging around. Now, Milton, if you said that to Azurda's face, he'd probably burn you to a crisp with elemental fire. What? Don't worry, Milton. He may look scary, but he's a soft old soul, really. Well, isn't that lucky for you, young man? Right, let's go see him then. Head to Hyber Village.
What a pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
What are you doing in my house? My old house, I mean. He's clearly hiding from something. Wait, what's wrong? He's there, enough hiding. Come out and face us. Is that an Ardanian soldier? What are you doing here, man? Apologies, ma'am. I got turned around first time in Torna, you see. A lost Ardanian soldier? Now, where have I heard that before? Could you be McNeth from Yurith's unit? Oh yeah, that's it. Yurith's really worried about you, you know. Did you hear me? Looks like there's no fooling you. Nothing for it. I can make my escape over your dead bodies. Oh, so that's why Jin was so preoccupied.
I think we need one more.
You saved me. Don't think you'll get away. Lucky break. Zero blade. Midnight back.
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Yep, I knew there was something suspicious about that guy. I found a Cian encryption device on this man. A spy, then, I see. An Ardanian citizen plotting together with Sia. Death is all he deserves. Wait, you were tracking me down, and you didn't even know that? We weren't tracking you down to begin with. Our Ardanian troops have been rounding up the Cian remnants wherever they find them. Perhaps this scum sensed you would be found out soon and decided to run. Why, thanks for the compliment. However, I'd refrain from making it sound like a done deal if I were you. Or don't actually stay carefree, all the easier for us to sweep your legs from under you. I'm glad you're in high spirits, friend, but you have considered taking your current predicament more seriously. I'm not about to be lectured by some pretty little Tauren princeling. Adam, would you please let us take charge? Sure, go right ahead, but what are you planning to do? Bridget, Aegeon? We cannot suffer a caught spy to live. Please handle it in the prescribed way, and do be thorough. Wait, you didn't mean... You can't be serious. I'm sorry, Lora. You don't have to look. Ah! That's what you get, buddy. How humiliating. He wouldn't keep still, so it took some doing. And yet the result speaks for itself. Superb work, Bridget. Have you been practicing? Are you taking the mick? What the hell is this? I told you, did I not? A caught spy cannot be allowed to live. Henceforth, you will not be allowed to use Mekneth's name. Starting today, he will be no more. So what, I just become someone else? You must be soft in the head. You needn't worry. You look much better this way. The hell are you on about? Stop mocking me. You know that's not what I meant. Be silent. You insult not only my land, but also my friends. You think I'd overlook it? Be glad you still draw breath. Whoa! In case you haven't noticed, Hugo gets a bit scary when he's angry. I know not if your overseers are actually Xian, or simply looking to misdirect our ire. What I do know, however, is that no overseer would let a captured spy remain in enemy hands. From now on, you'll be a follower of Adam. That should serve as sufficient cover, don't you think? You're helping me? We all have our roles to play on life's rich stage. We simply want you to be able to keep playing yours. Can you take it from here, Adam? Will do, friend. I'll make a space for him in the capital. I'm sorry, did we just press gang the poor bastard? If that had been our aim from the start, we may have many more prisoners waiting. But what I am after is the information he has. One day we may need it. That's why I'm giving him to Adam. Well then, in the meantime, we should go and report all of this. Back on all of this. But what do we even say? We can say that, sadly, blood-crazed wild beasts got to him before we did. He gave his life for our Danian honor. That's a truly unsettling smile, Hugo.
Thank you.
Do Tornans really wear this every day? Hot damn, still, it saves me from death. I'll find a better life for myself than spying. Not quite done yet. Medio.
Fisticuffs favor the prepared.
A cobalt chip, amethyst chip, brachianite chip. Increases strength by 50. Not sure who to give this to. I think I'll hold off on it, at least until I get some more Pentagon chips, because I'm not sure who would benefit
Even
most
on
from
familiar
it.
ground, we must stay vigilant.
Mekneth is dead, done in by wild beasts. I see, he was a bit thin and not the strongest fighter. Against an enemy like that, he didn't stand a chance. But why did he have to go alone? What was he thinking? Why? Well, no use crying over it. Sadness won't bring him back. I'll just have to keep going for him. I'll get back to my duties now. Thank you for bringing me the news, such as it was.
Thank you.
Almost up to the next level. Only a couple more quests. Orem Storage Ward.
Always happy to put a smile on people's faces.
Caramelized seafood. Cian style fry up.
Nice change of pace.
Let's catch our breath and move out.
Let me save here. Seeing dark monsters destroying everything made Popolo super sad, shopping more like Popolo's home. Then everyone is shopping more, railed to help. Now place almost back to normal. Popolo getting back to old self too, but still worried about Boss. Trouble cause for all of her body to shed. Boss bald before too long. Might quite like to see Boss like that. Might actually suit him. Sorry, got carried away there. Next time Popolo's turn to working hard. Must do best to protect shopping ward and Boss's fur. Hey you lot, hope you don't mind me asking, but are you the ones who go around the place helping people in need? Well, I wouldn't exactly go that far, but we do what we can, I suppose. Good enough for me. Name's Gio, I'm the local handyman. Listen, since you're here, can I ask you a really huge favor? This better be worth our time. Well, I won't lie to you, it won't be straightforward. Troubles of the heart never are. Troubles of the heart? Oh, Hayes is really into it. Your troubles, I presume? No, it's to do with a pal of mine, actually. We share tables sometimes down at the local. He wants to send a custom-made gift to this lady who's caught his eye, but that's not really my area of expertise. On top of that, one of the key materials he needs is a rare one that you can only gather at night. I think I know this stuff. Isn't that a pure stone? You sure know your geology. You only get it at Hangnail Crossing, and it's used to make sweet nothings. I think we should help them. It's a wonderful thing to be able to help Love Blossom. I guess we can help out. Besides, it just feels weird to ignore it now. Be honest, Mythra, you want to see how this romance pans out, don't you? Don't put words into my mouth, Bridget. Alright, I think you've got the gist of it. Here's everything you'll need for the job. Rainbow Resin, Polar Pearl, and Ripple Lens. All that's left is to get the pure stone and turn it into something gift-worthy. And I hardly need to tell you this, but it wasn't me who came up with the sweet nothings, all right. Sweet nothings indeed, yet who's to say the woman is even aware of this man's affection? Yeah, it's kind of putting the cart before the horse, isn't it? Anyway, let's give it a shot, shall we?
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
New recipe. Gather materials around Nail Crossing in Torna to find the Pure Stone. Can only be found at night, too. It's at the Danik Desert.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
That was a nice change of pace.
Let's catch our breath and move out.
Okay, a bit further in. It's in the Aletta region.
Pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
I assume it's in Aletta. Oh, it's in the Lysaria region.
That was a nice change of pace.
Let's catch our breath and move out.
Back here again.
Aren't we intrepid?
Guess that's it.
This is becoming addictive.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Swift swordplay focus. All require lockpicking and keen eye. Or super strength and key eye. Command water.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Let's get down to business. Pretty good, all things considered.
That's it. And I think that about does it. Just needs a few last finishing touches and we're golden. This is all very exciting, isn't it? Though in all honesty, it will be sad to see it go. Creating items of value for others is part of the charm of being an artisan. And it's especially rewarding to make something for someone you care about. I do hope it will be appreciated. Hey, can I ask you something? How do you even go about making something like this? Oh, someone on your mind, Mythra? Are you thinking about Adam? Adam? What? No, I just thought it'd be nice to have one of my own, that's all. Speaking generally, I think it's hard to be able to really express your feelings to someone. Sometimes something as simple as giving them a present can be the answer. But what if you manage to screw it all up? How do you cope with the kind of embarrassment? Embarrassment. What matters is that you put in the time and effort to make it. They'll appreciate that. You think? Sure they will. Listen, I know how to make a few basic accessories. Want me to teach you sometimes? Ooh, that sounds nice. I hope you wouldn't mind me watching. I'd love to watch too, if that's alright. You know, I think I may just participate as well. Yeah, go on then. Great, looks like we can get a group activity going. They look like they're having fun. Oh? Since when did Aegeon get so pally with the girls? Good on you, Aegeon. Lucky devil. I wish I knew a secret. Poor Hugo, don't worry though. Your time will come. Going through that stage, are you? Leave me, Your Majesty. What stage? Jin, please say something. Me? Well, Sorry, Hugo. Looks like Jin's with us on this one. I didn't even say anything. Adam, I'll have you know I consider this a form of persecution. Inciting your wrath is the last thing I'd want to do.
Time to get cooking. I'm kinda excited.
Caramelized seafood. Oh, I need nest extract for that.
It tastes better than it looks. Probably.
I can make ascension waffles now.
Maybe I missed a step.
Nest extract. See and style fry.
It's done.
But it took Aegeon for a cook. A bit of a car out in the distance outside.
Whoosh!
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
It's ready, thanks. You've done a fantastic job. Listen, could you stick around for a moment? I was hoping I could introduce you to my client before you go. I saw him near the palace gardens just now. Besides, after all the hard work you put in, I could hardly tell him I made it, could I? Go on, it won't take a second. And no, before you start getting any ideas, I am not too embarrassed to give it to him in person. Sasham Gardens, alright? Got that? Good. And don't you dare run out on me. Finishing touches to my ultimate creation. I call it Gideon's Special Patent in Perpetual Music Box. As the name suggests, with just one turn of the key, it'll play music forever and ever with no interruption. What's that? You want to know how to stop it? Well, it's a good point. I've not thought of a good way yet. I think that's a problem for future Gideon to wrestle with. Anyway, you've helped me collect the parts, so why don't I teach you how to make your own as thanks? Hold on, yes, it's coming to me. Yes, Eureka. I've got a flash of inspiration for a brand new invention, my next masterpiece that will address any and all minor flaws which my last masterpiece may or may not have had. And for that, I'm going to need lots of parts that can withstand the dry climate around the capital. I hear that you can find those parts around Gormont. I trust I can rely on your help finding a few more of those parts? Excellent. Just bring them back to me when you found some. Let us dare to dream hand in hand, eh?
We can't use this anymore.
Beyond endless dunes. That's more than enough. Thanks so much. If I can't boil this up and get her to drink it, then maybe, just maybe, that reminds me. I'm also curtailed to tinkering with machinery. Let me thank you properly. I'll show you a pretty amazing invention of mine.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Hey, Gio. Don't tell me it's finished, isn't it? It sure is. Voila, the genuine article. Oh, it's wonderful. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. At long last, I have it a way to melt her ice-cold heart. Ice-cold? Best of luck. Thank you so very much, everyone. You're all very kind. Though, if you don't mind me asking, who are you? It was harder than expected to find everything I needed and put it together. These people helped me out. Oh my goodness, in that case, allow me to double, no triple my gratitude. It's alright, really. We're glad to just been of help somehow. I do hope it goes well. Oh, you needn't worry on that front. For no woman in all rest can resist my arresting charm. Did this guy hit his head on something? He's always been like this, I'm afraid. An affliction since birth. Wait for me, Sarah, my beloved. Now I can prove to you the two of us were lovers in another life. As you can see, he's got a bit of a habit of falling head over heels. Still, you've got to admire his strength in the face of adversity. Guess I'm a little too grounded in reality for that.
I won't lie. It feels good.
Always happy to put a smile on people's faces.
Minolf's up to level 5 now.
More growing to do? Oh boy.
Scribo Quadwing. Collect stuff. Discover a secret area. I'm just gonna keep jumping until I hopefully get Mythra's power of light up to level 3. I look like a dumbass, but this is all for progress. Marcus. It's no use. This is never gonna work. Well, look who it is. Hello again, friend. Oh, you guys. Marcus, wasn't it? You were looking a bit lost there. Need any help? Oh, not really. You're not fooling anyone. You sounded really upset just now. Don't try to pass it off as something unimportant. Indeed. Why don't you tell us the problem, Marcus? Might even be able to do something about it. Hey, Adam. You're sticking your nose in other people's business again. Quit it. Now, Mythra, it always pays to help out your fellow men. You'll never know when you might need help in return. That's a fair point, I guess, but still. So, Marcus, care to tell us what's on your mind? All right. So the other day, you lot helped me catch a load of bugs, yeah? I'm really grateful to you all, cause you did an awesome job, but then I realized I'm kinda useless by myself. So this time I decided to have a go on my own. I even made these blueprints for a bug-catching machine. But then... I like tinkering with machines, so I know the ins and outs of them, but I never made one from scratch before. I built everything according to plan, but there's no guarantee it'll work, and now I'm dead nervous about it. And that's what you were mumbling to yourself about, was it? Pretty much. I hate to say it, making a blueprint like that is really something. It's clear how much time you've invested in this endeavor. Huh? You know how to build stuff, mister. I haven't the faintest idea. What? Dumbass. Still, it's evident that you're really serious about this. It is? The fact that you're worried about its success is a sign of your determination. It's perfectly natural. You've got a clear goal in mind. You'll do anything to achieve it, am I right? I can't see a more noble goal than that. Just give the word and we'll help you out. Have more faith in yourself, Marcus, and let's finish this thing together. That's so nice of you. Okay then. I'm not giving up. I'll keep trying till I get it working, just the way it's supposed to. Okay, so here are the blueprints of the Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000. Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000. What an inspired name. Now that's something I wish I had when I was a kid. Adam, would you shut your trap for a moment? Not you. You keep going. Right. Well, the machine's itself not quite finished yet. I'm still missing some parts. I'll probably need about 3 sunset brackets and a charged shaft. It'd be awesome if you guys could go and pick those up for me. So, yes, sir. We'll have those parts delivered to you on the double. Boys and their toys. Being nice to kids is one thing, but this is getting beyond a joke.
In troubled times, we help each other.
Wait, do I already have this stuff? Oh, I guess I do. Thanks, guys. This should be enough to get the machine up and running. I'm this close to finishing it now. Let me go and attach the parts quickly, and then I'll bring it straight over. So this is the fabled Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000. Would you like it that? Now this, my friends, is a true work of art. So how's this thing even supposed to work? You better not be expecting us to lug it around town or anything. Of course not. It just creates a smoke screen that the insects get drawn to. You just have to take it to a place where there are a lot of bugs and let it run. They'll come straight to you. Bravo, Marcus. You're a legend. Thanks, but is it okay if I ask you guys for another favor? Fire away. We've come this far together and we can hardly quit halfway through, can we? We're a team, remember? Yeah, thanks. Go on then, what was it you wanted to ask? Right. You know where the Harrod Hills are? Do we? That's near Feltley Village, as I recall. It's some way out from the capital beyond Danig Desert. That's round about the place where we first met, isn't it? Thing is, I'm looking for a specific type of bug, and I hear a lot of them fly around the Harrod Hills. I was wondering if you could take my machine there and collect some for me. Absolutely, we'll do it. Don't you worry, the Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000 will be safe with us. Yeah, alright, I really hope this works. Oh yeah, one more thing. This being my first ever invention and all, I really want to know if it works the way it's supposed to, so make sure you tell me all about it. Oh, you can be sure of it. In the name of Torna, I, Adam Orago, swear it will be done. Alright, back to the Lasaria region.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Oh, this is the village where we found Mikhail. There's a camp here.
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth.
Decreases out of battle party gauge drop by 25%. Enables item collection from gold machines. Where do you even find this thing? Particularly in Xeno's Deadable and can be also found in Gorma, particularly at Torgoth village. If I could get some of that, I can start crafting some, getting some gold materials. Just teleport there.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Oh right, I don't have the quest activated. Around here, actually, I could fight. Oh yeah, this thing here. The Harbinger Cavalry.
Stay alert, everyone.
Let the sky by you.
Yeah, he got this. Spinning wheel.
I'm well more than high enough level for it.
Don't think you'll get away.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. I shall not move. We should stay out of threat. You go to cover. Star slash. You move. Don't think you'll get away. Use this one rainbow. Break. Take it. Stay cover. Third stage. Ice revolutions. Ultimate Aurora, topple!
I was trying to get a chain attack in there.
Has paid off. I congratulate you on your rousing success.
If I have succeeded, it is only because I fight shoulder to shoulder with the greatest heroes I have ever known.
Your Majesty, you're so modest.
Aegeon, are those tears?
You're coming with me,
Something's
treasure.
buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
The suspense is killing me. This is becoming addictive.
Yep, there we are. This seems as good as a spot as any. And on you go. What is this? A smokescreen for attracting bugs. Weren't you listening? I'm not sure I approve of the smell. Oh, definitely. What's with all the monsters? I suppose we can conclude that the smoke is more effective in attracting monsters than bugs. Well, that's just great. Stupid piece of junk. More trouble than it's worth. Guys, we can moan about this later. Kind of got more pressing matters here.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to apply.
Round cutter.
Keep to a single.
My friend, picture my fatigue.
My trenches are hyped.
I'm all set.
You read my mind.
Don't think you'll get away. I'm ready to go. Let's try it.
We'll leave the line of star flash.
Get out, Mythra.
I stand.
No.
Ready.
Are you ready? Got it.
Great work.
You'll watch my back.
Open wide.
All the enemies all of a sudden.
Excuse my idle curiosity, Lord Hugo, but what is it like? Being an emperor, I mean.
Well, it certainly keeps me busy. My duties are too numerous to name.
I imagine there's never a dull moment in His Imperial Majesty's life.
This is becoming addictive.
I know the drill.
Right back to the capital.
That was a nice change of pace.
Let's catch our breath and move out.
Damn. I think most of this stuff is probably gonna be stuff that Jin makes. Fledgling friends, behold Gideon's special patent, jamming megaphone. Its perfectly tuned mechanism cancels out any noise from the surroundings and magnifies the user's voice. And since surely everyone loves the sound of their own voice, there's no need for an off switch. I'm brilliant. How far does the magnifies voice you carry, you say? What are you guys, health and safety inspectors? Sheesh. Thanks to my ingenious directionalizing technology, any voice you feed it, no matter how loud, will carry 10 peds. Right, just as far as you shout, that's pretty much the point. Here, I'll share the recipe with you all so you can take my groundbreaking invention out into the world. It seems your contributions have allowed me to stay aloft after all. This marks the beginning of a new era of inventions. Why, before you know it, it'll be a household name. People will bow and scrape before me, begging for one of my creations. And I owe it in part to you keen-eyed kittywinks. Bravo, well done indeed.
I am honored. I'm glad to have been of service.
Moon Cube. Jamming megaphone. Hey, you're back, so how'd it go? That's roughly what happened. I'm sorry we couldn't have been more help, lad. Nah, it's fine. It's not your fault anyways. It just proves my invention needs more work. This was just a prototype. But I guess it'll be a little bit longer before I can make that medicine for her. Medicine? What now? Well, I hate ever so sorry, but would you mind if I borrowed a moment of your time? Sure. I couldn't help but overhear the word invention, you see. Might we attribute this invention to your esteemed persons? Oh no, not us. That honor goes to this boy here. What's that? This stripling built it. Who's this geezer? Excellent question, my dear boy. It is I, the greatest inventor the Torna has ever known, a man only known as Gideon. I wasn't asking you. Now, this is entirely besides the point. Gideon has noticed your talent, young man. Oh, of that you should be thankful. He's not even listening. What is your name, boy? Marcus? What about it? Marvelous. Well then, from this day forth, Marcus, I would like to take you under my wing. How about that, eh? What? You want to teach me stuff? Nah, thanks. I'm not interested. Good heavens, are you quite sure why I can think of dozens of children who would jump at such a chance? Go ask those other children then, I don't want to. Wait, let me step in for a moment here. Pardon? Marcus, look at it this way. Ultimately, you want to perfect your machine, yes? Doesn't matter how you go about doing that, isn't what matters that you succeed. I think it would be best for you to learn the skills you need from this man and then bring your goal to fruition. That is, if you feel you can tolerate his eccentric ramblings. I think this well within the realm of your ability, don't you? Yeah, I get it already. So, yeah, I'll do it. I'll give it a go. This weirdo knows how to build stuff. He can teach me for all he's worth. I'm not gonna let one stupid little failure get me down. Nuh-uh. That's a good lad, if everyone had your spirit. You sure about this? That was pretty reckless getting him fired up like that. It'll be fine. He learned a valuable lesson today, that failure paves the way to success. If you've risen up from the jaws of defeat once, you can survive in almost any environment after that. And that's not all. Oh? He's also reminded me of something I'd almost forgotten. That anyone, if they believe in themselves enough, has the power to overcome any hardship. When you're an adult, it's easy to lose sight of that simple fact. Is that a lesson you had to learn? Maybe, maybe not. Meanie. Anyway, I think we're done here. Time we made a move. See you, Marcus. I'm sure we'll cross paths again. Yeah, bye-bye. Thanks for everything.
Oh, that's so sweet.
One more and then I'll have up to level 3 community.
Great. Another problem solved.
No, I said I was gonna try to clear up this after I finish this quest, but
Skip and a jump later.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
need to get some muscle branches.
Aren't we intrepid?
Here comes the depressing music again.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
Actually, I gotta find a moonbeam banana. Point directly north of the Torrigoth's Arch skip travel point.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Directly north of it, it's saying.
What a pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
There we go. Sometimes you just gotta go and collect some items.
This is becoming a
Nature makes a fine ally.
There's a camp nearby as well.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done. Just taste it.
Rich platinum bonbon. Platinum shroom. Glossy chamomile.
Just taste it.
Increases collection range.
Proves I've got what it takes to work the land.
Success!
Perpetual music box. Max pouch items raised by 10. Inverse bearing. Arid hills. Asper snake meat. I can now collect stuff from the gold collection
Let's
point.
see. What aroma do I desire?
Hopeful perfume.
I was so self-absorbed, I almost burnt it to cinders.
I think it's part of her affinity chart. Wildflower salad.
I always make sure to get my 5 veggies a day. How about you? My lady, have you tried this?
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Diligence and devotion.
Still got another 122 instances where I need to jump.
These guys should be no problem.
Lora,
Need
stay
some
close.
Esper snake, actually.
Spinning wheels!
You saved me!
These guys should be no problem.
Together, we have strength.
I feel you.
You read my mind.
Slow down.
That's that bad.
You
two work well together. Jin, you better hold on to a driver like her.
Yes, I don't need you to tell me that.
Aren't we intrepid? Aren't we intrepid?
I'm something of an expert.
Skip and a jump later.
Even on familiar ground,
This is
we
becoming
must stay
addictive.
vigilant.
Should be a machine around here.
This is becoming addictive.
Entomology of Minoth.
Ah, the wisdom of age.
Aren't we intrepid? This is becoming addictive.
I know the drill.
If I can upgrade some of this stuff.
Pleasant
Make it
stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Shall we get started? Success! Phew! Finished.
perpetual music box. Sun cog.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
What a pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
Aren't we intrepid?
able to keep more of my party gauge by doing this.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Is it inside the capital? There's a machine collection point. Well, I guess I hadn't reached it yet. Ah, here it is.
Aren't we intrepid? Aren't we intrepid?
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Out of stock, it seems.
You're coming with me, treasure.
What a pleasant stroll.
You remember our destination, don't you?
Time to roll up the old sleeves.
Phew! Finished.
One more travel point to go to. Yeah, no, it's Lysaria, actually. The Harrod Hills.
That was a nice change of pace.
Let's
This is
catch our
becoming
breath. I know the
addictive.
drill. Move out.
Just go to this last collection point, then head back to the capital.
This is becoming addictive.
To the main gate. Only got 6 days left in the month, and I did say I want to try to get this game done by the end of the month.
Pleasant stroll.
Before I go
remember
away
our
on my
destination, don't
vacation, too, as well.
Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better.
Let Adam get some more. Oh no, wait, he has 10 things in his affinity chart unlocked. Terra Braid, Glacio Greatsword. I need to get some more rare equipment for them to use. I think I'll wrap it up here, though, for tonight. So I want to thank you guys for watching the stream. If you missed it, I'll be posting it on my YouTube channel this weekend. And I'm definitely for sure going to try to put in another stream. Probably, maybe Sunday I'll probably do it. I think I have some time I have planned for that day. Because yeah, I just have a lot of there's still a lot of quests to complete. I'm getting towards the end of the game at this point, but I do want to try to get the rest of the quests done. So I'll be doing more of that Sunday, as well as progressing more of the story. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic night, and take care out there.